The mind is loops. Life is loops. Culture is loops. Think of your brain like a record player. When the needle hits a groove, it'll play the same song on repeat until someone, maybe you, lifts the needle and drops it somewhere else. That's a pattern interrupt. That's why a comedian making a joke at the darkest moment can crack open laughter and possibility. That's why a coach yelling, "Wake the fuck up," can snap someone out of self-pity. You already do this. Ever spilled water on yourself and instantly forgot what you were worrying about? That was a loop broken. Ever had someone say your name when you were lost in thought and suddenly your attention snapped back? That's interruption. Suggestion and anchoring in action. Now imagine this. If you can break loops accidentally, what happens when you do it deliberately? A farmer's donkey fell into a pit. The villagers said, "It's too heavy, let's bury it." They shoveled dirt in. The donkey panicked. But with every scoop of dirt, it shook it off and stepped higher until it climbed out. That's anchoring and integration. Shit's thrown at you, pain, doubt, fear. But instead of drowning, you shake it off, step up and rise. The donkey didn't change the loop by fighting, it flipped the meaning. Dirt went from burial to ladder. Now pause. How many times in your life have you already done this? Remember the breakup that felt like death but turned into freedom? The job loss that pushed you into something better? The humiliation that hardened into wisdom? You've been interrupting and reframing all along. It's as small as the moment you tell yourself, "I'm nervous," and flipping it to "I'm excited." Same adrenaline, new meaning. It's as big as realizing the entire human story is just a loop of suffering until someone interrupts it with innovation, rebellion, or love. Jesus flipped tables. Buddha flipped attachments. MLK flipped hatred into vision. And what about you? Why are you still playing an old record that needs scratching? You value freedom, don't you? You crave influence, impact, meaning. And you fucking hate being stuck, small, silenced or manipulated. Good. Because that emotional electricity is the exact lever that you use on others. Pace their pain, then lead them to their power. Neuroscience says habits are loops. Synaptic patterns, they fire the same way until disrupted. Introduce novelty, confusion or emotion, and the brain is plastic, pliable, rewiring itself. That's why a shocking experience changes you forever, while routine barely scratches the surface. Ericksonian hypnosis. That's the art of gently confusing the conscious mind so the unconscious becomes suggestible. Ever read a sentence twice because you didn't get it, and in that pause, your mind opened? That's confusion as doorway. And once it's open, suggestion slips in like a seed. Karma. Ignore this power, and your loops repeat like a drunk stuck in a revolving door. Same fight, different face. Same paycheck, different boss. Same wound, different lover. Use this power and you break cycles. Your children, they don't inherit your bullshit. Your culture doesn't stagnate. Your spirit doesn't rot. So why are you afraid? Because people might look at you weird when you interrupt their loops. They might resent you. They might call you manipulative. But here's the punchline. Every single person is already being manipulated by TV ads, by their parents' voices in their heads, by trauma they never questioned. The only question is, will you be the one to flip the script consciously? The patterns that drain us. I'll do it tomorrow. That turns into tomorrow never comes. I'm not enough. It's an endless hamster wheel of proving. This is just who I am. It's cement poured on your own feet. What if they don't like me? It's chains on your own wings. Each of these is a loop. Each needs a slap, a joke, a reframe, a new groove in the record. Follow this path. You become the architect of reality. People seek you out because you shift them. You don't just talk, you reroute. That's leadership, that's charisma, that's destiny shaping. Ignore it. And you stay the donkey buried under dirt, waiting for someone else to dig you out. You keep circling the same bullshit, relationships, money, self-worth, wondering why life feels like deja vu. So here's the raw, unpolished truth. You've always been the one who flips it. When your inner critic says you can't, you already know how to snap back with "watch me." When the world says stay small, you laugh, kick the walls and step through. When fear whispers, what if they hate me? You fucking grin. Because their discomfort is proof that you're shaking the loop. From now on, every time you catch yourself in an old loop, your unconscious will grin like a mischievous trickster and say flip it. Every time you hear someone else's limitation, your unconscious will lean in and whisper, interrupt, suggest, anchor, integrate. Each time fear shows up, you'll recognize it as the shovel of dirt and step higher. And so remember, life is loops, the mind is loops, culture is loops. And the one who masters interruption, suggestion, anchoring and integration, they don't just survive, they fucking shape destiny. And you, yes you, have always been the one who flips it.